Let me transfer you.
Switch to Farm Bureau Insurance today and get real service instead of getting really tangled up. For auto, home, life, and health, get the membership advantage. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
We've got a veteran team returning. We've got 5 starters returning. 2 kids that had actually started some games for us coming off redshirt years, Kara Powell and Katie Holzer returning. It's really exciting when you have that. You're not spending as much time teaching. You're spending more time drilling and working on some deficiencies, and you can, quite honestly, you can move along. You can move along quickly, and that's kind of what we've been doing. I mean, we've been able to pick up the pace and move along a lot quicker than we have in past years. So, it's an exciting time for us, and we're looking forward to November 13th, but not quite yet.
You touched on it earlier. Can you just talk about those players come back from the injury, how nice it is to have a healthy team for the first time in a while? It's interesting. We got Katie and Kara returning, which is great, and it's great to have that experience, because the reality is they've had 2 years of experience playing, so it's not like you're having to teach them new things. So it's a matter of getting them up to speed and getting them used to playing again, which really hasn't been that difficult. The irony there is that when you gain 2, and in our world you're probably going to lose 2. So we've been playing shorthanded just with some nagging injuries, quite honestly, that will be healed here probably within the next week. So we have been a little shorthanded, but we'll be healthy. Hopefully I can answer that question better next week when we've got a full group out there. And then I think anytime you've got your full squad out there and you know the talent that you have sitting there, it feels really, really good. And the great thing about these young ladies is, one, they're a humble bunch. They're hungry. And their chemistry from last year has really bled over to this year, which was important. So getting more talent added into the mix sometimes is a negative. For us, it's been a positive. Sam's rehab, is that on schedule?
Done. I mean, it's I think she's out there going. We've not limited her in any way, shape, or form. I mean, she's gone through conditioning. She's gone through every workout. No holding back whatsoever. I think the biggest issue with Sam right now is a mindset of finding the confidence on a daily basis of performing at the level she performed last year. I think that's coming. I've seen strides in it since September to now. It's not like you watch her and you see some limping or anything. That's not happening. I think it's just a matter of her getting back to the aggressiveness that she once had, because she is a very aggressive kid. She's still playing aggressive. It's just a matter of her building that confidence, and it's coming.
Brittany, can you just talk about the excitement? I mean, all the firepower you guys are bringing back, all the talent. Just talk about how bad you want to get this thing going.
Wow. I think when we stopped playing last year, I mean, we were just already looking forward to the next year, and I think we're very excited. We're competing out there. We're having fun. Just supporting each other, teaching the freshmen and being the leaders that we are, and just having fun and just enjoying the journey. I know we can't wait for the scrimmages as well as the game, just the actual start. It's one thing of playing against each other, but it's another thing to play against another team, and so we're just really excited for it. So,
Brittany, how much more fun is it getting into a season here where that this is a team that has potential to move forward, as opposed to we're taking a couple steps back and we're regrouping? But I mean, you guys were successful last year, and now you can actually build on the success that you've already had.
Exactly, like Coach said. I mean, it's less stopping and teaching us this and that, because we already know exactly what's coming, and we already know each other's strengths and weaknesses. We have that chemistry there, so it's just about playing, and we're just having fun. I mean, I know what this person can do, I know what that person can do, and it's just about just playing to that. So it's really fun, actually.
And it's kind of funny too. I mean, there's a sort of a buzz around the athletic program here as a whole, with the football team, with the men's basketball team, obviously possibly primed for a good season yourselves as well. What's it like just to kind of be an athlete around here and be around, and all of a sudden there's a lot of potential here?
I mean, it's hard not to feed into it. At the same time, you also have to know that even though that could be the word around campus, that it could be around other people's campuses as well. So what you have to do is just constantly just remain humble and just know what got you there in the first place, and constantly just work hard and just compete. So.
Brittani, last year's team took some pretty significant strides for this program. Reached the conference championship game, reached the postseason, won a postseason game. Can you address it? Do you feel a sense of urgency, of maybe even a little bit more pressure now that it's time to take another step?
Right. Pressure, yeah, it's definitely there. I still feel like the team itself is still underestimated. So I feel like we still have to come out and still give it our best. Like I said, you still can't forget about what actually got us here or got us there last year. And the biggest thing with us is being consistent, and at the same time, you don't want to get complacent. You don't want to hang your hat on what happened last year, because this is a new season, you know. And so you have to just constantly just, like I said, like remain humble and just work hard. Just know what got you there in the first place. So it's pressure, but, I mean, it's okay. We had pressure last year, so it's nothing big.
I know that A-10 championship game wasn't the last game of your season. You guys kept playing, but in terms of losses that you look back on and you kind of, when you're lifting and running and all that stuff that you're thinking about, that had to be number one on the list, right?
The A-10 championship? Yeah, that was definitely, I have to say yes to that question, because, I mean, knowing that we lost by less than double digits, I mean, that it just kind of hurts, especially on their main floor. So we know that we definitely could have, we should have won, you know, but we didn't. It is what it is. We can't rest on that. We have to, you know, come out strong this year, work towards that. Like you said, when we're lifting, you know, think about it. When we're running, like you think about it. When we're playing, thinking about that. And that right there just gives us that assurance that we don't have everything. We didn't reach that, so that's what we're going to strive for this year, you know. So it just helps us just continue to compete and just to work hard. So.
Any other questions?
Michael, address your low post depth. If you don't know, you had a couple losses over the summer. Getting Katie back should help a lot, I'd imagine. Is that an area of concern, or do you like what you're seeing?
I really liked what I saw of Crystal Goring for the last 2 weeks. I thought she was tremendous in terms of her athleticism. In fact, I think she would shock some people in terms of her ability to put the ball in the basket and affecting plays. Katie gives you the inside presence, the stronger inside presence. It is more of a go-to, pound it in, give her the basketball, and she's going to make people get out of the way. You know, and then you throw Nikita in the mix, and I think it's about time that Nikita Thomas shows us what she's capable of doing. You know, senior year is there's not a better time to do that. At the same time, Vic, you know, I'm not opposed. There's a challenge issued out to our post players. There's a challenge issued out to our guards. I'm not opposed to doing whatever it takes to win. I mean, when we played Dayton in the semifinals, we played 5 guards, and I had 6 kids on the bench. The posts are sitting down there, and I got 6 guards, and I'm just, all right, which one of y'all's tired? And all 5 hands go up. And I'm like, all right, well, you can't all come out. You know, so we're going to just rotate 6 kids. So whatever it takes to win. But the post area is a concern, only in that we need to be consistent. You know, but I'll be blunt with you. When you've got a player like a Shells sitting next to you, you know, on the floor, you got a chance to win some basketball games, and I feel pretty good about that.